can do a piece of work in 8 days. A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days. And A alone in 24 days. How long B alone takes to do the same work? How long B alone takes to do the same work? If two individual works are given and the combined work is asked, the direct formula is AB by A plus B. If the combined work is given, one individual work is given and second individual work is asked, means formula is AB by A minus B. A minus B means higher value minus lower value. A minus B means higher value minus lower value. 8 days into 24 days by 24 minus 8 is 16. 8 twos, 2 12s. So B can do the same piece of work in 12 days. Isn't it? B can do the same piece of work in 12 days. Otherwise, our ratio method, A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days and A alone in 24 days. Means whatever work that A and B will do in 8 days, the same work will be completed by A in 24 days. When the work is constant, number of days ratio is 1:3 means the capacities ratio will become 3:1. A and B are working with 3 capacities. A is working with 1 capacity. Therefore, the capacity of B is 2. Working with 3 capacities, they require 8 days because A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days. In how many days B can do means working with 2 capacities, how many days are required? Since the capacity is reduced, the number of days required will be more. More by less into 8, 2 4s, 3 into 4, 12 days. Otherwise, our method, A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days, A alone in 24 days. In how many days B alone can do? To decide the work into some units, what we are doing is we are taking the LCM of 8 and 24. 24. The total work is considered to be 24 units. A and B, 3 units per day. A, 1 unit per day. From the work of A and B, subtract the work of A, B will do 2 units. In order to complete 2 units, 1 day is required for B. In order to complete the total work, that is 24 units, how many days are required? More number of days are required. More by less into 1, that is 12 days. 12 days. Right? Next. A, B and C. A, B and C can do a piece of work A, B and C can do a piece of work in 6, 9 and 18 days respectively. How long they three together takes to do the entire work? How long they three together takes to do the entire work? If two persons individual work is given, combined work is asked, means AB by A plus B. Three individual works are given and combined work is asked, means ABC by AB plus BC plus CA, not A plus B plus C. Again here this formula will become lengthy. A can do in 6 days, 9 days and 18 days by AB means 6 nines are 54 plus BC means 18 nines are 162. CA means 6 18s are 108. That is 6 into 9 into 18 by 324. 18 18s, 9 2s, 2 3s. So A, B and C together can do the work in 3 days. You see the comfort in this method. A can do a piece of work in 6 days, B in 9 days, C in 18 days. How long A, B and C together takes to do the entire work? How long A, B and C together takes to do the entire work? What is the LCM of 6, 9 and 18? 18. Total work is considered to be 18 units. A, 3 units. B, 2 units. C, all the 3. To do 6 units, 1 day is required. To do the total work, that is 18 units, how many days are required? More number of days are required. More by less into 1, that is 3 days. Now you tell me which is comfortable. This method is comfortable. First problem I told all the 4 methods. Second problem we have taken only 3 methods. Third problem we are confined only to 2 methods. From 4th problem onwards, based on the problem we go with only 1 method. That is better. Okay, write down. A can do a piece of work. A can do a piece of work in 15 days. A can do a piece of work in 15 days, which B can do in 20 days respectively. A can do a piece of work in 15 days, which B can do in 20 days respectively. They both worked together. They both worked together for 3 days and then A left and then A leaves and then A leaves. How long will B take? How long will B take to complete the remaining work. How long will B take to complete the remaining work? What is the primary data that is available? A can do a piece of work in 15 days and B in 20 days. This is the fundamental data. Once this data is available, you check up whether you can find the LCM or not. In main, whether you can decide the work into units or not. You can decide here, is it not? What is the LCM of 15 and 20? 60. Total work is considered to be 60 units. A will do how many units per day? 4. B? 3. In one day, A plus B will do how many units? 7 units. How many days they both worked together? Therefore, in 3 days, A plus B will do how many units? 21 units. After completing 21 units, what happened? A left. The remaining work. What is the remaining work? 39. Who has to do? A left, so B has to do. Now B, for doing 3 units, 1 day is required. For doing 3 units, 1 day is required. For doing the remaining work means for doing 39 units, how many days are required? 39 by 3 into 1, that is 13 days. Now you tell me where we got fractions here. If you take the fractions, then only solving will become difficult. Once you read the problem, straight away put the units, you go along with the problem, problem can be solved. This is the best method available, where you can decide the LCM. Okay, next. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days. B and C in 15 days. And C and A in 20 days respectively. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days, B and C in 15 days, and C and A in 20 days respectively. How long C alone takes to do the entire work? How long C alone takes to do the entire work? See here, even you see the book, it will be for 1 page. But how we are taking, you see, just a simple oral problem like we are doing. A and B, B and C, C and A work is given, where you can decide the LCM. What is the LCM here? 60. Total work is considered to be 60 units. A and B are doing how many units? B and C, C and A. Now you tell me, who is doing 13 units? 6 plus 4, 10 plus 3, 13 units. Who is doing 13 units? When you are adding the work units on the right hand side, you must add who is working on the left hand side. A plus B plus B plus C plus C plus A. That is twice of A plus B plus C are doing 13 units. Twice of A plus B plus C are doing 13 units means A plus B plus C are doing how many units? 6.5 units. Now, from the work of A plus B plus C, if you subtract the work of A plus B, whose work you will get? C's work. A plus B plus C are doing 6.5 units. A plus B are doing 6 units. Therefore, work of C per day will be 0.5 units. If you want to find out the individual A work or B work or C work, same method can be done. From the work of A plus B plus C, subtract B plus C, you will get A work. So, 0.5 units completing in one day by C. Total work means 60 units he will complete in how many days? More number of days are required. So, more by less into 1. More number of days are required means more by less into 1. One decimal is shifted right side means add 1 0. 600 by 5 means 120 days. C can do the work in 120 days. Whatever may be the difficulty of the problem, whatever may be the standard of the problem, if you can understand the problem, that is number 1, and if you can decide the work into units, that is number 2. If you these two, if you do perfectly, any problem can be solved. Right? We'll take a little bit higher standard than this. Next problem. A can do a piece of work in 120 days. A can do a piece of work in 120 days and B in 150 days respectively. A can do a piece of work in 120 days and B in 150 days respectively. They both worked together for 20 days. They both worked together for 20 days and then B left. A continues the work alone for 12 more days. Then C joined A. Then C joined A and the remaining work was completed. And the remaining work was completed in 48 days more. If the total work is entrusted to C alone, if the total work is entrusted to C alone, how long he would take to do it? How long he would take to do it? See here, first read the problem. The work is completed stage wise. First A and B started the work. They worked for 20 days. B left. B left, but A continuing the work. He continued for 12 more days. Then C joined. After the joining of C, A and C both worked, isn't it? They both completed the remaining work in how many days? 48 days. Instead of all this headache, if the total work is given to C alone, how long he would take to do it? First what you do is, write down the data, fundamental data. A can do a